This video will work through problem 13.7 from Gapenski's Healthcare Finance, 6th edition. Okay, in this problem, we're working with Golden State Home Health. Part A asks us to calculate what the firm's cost of equity estimate according to the DCF method. So let's refresh. DCF method says the required rate of equity is equal to the expected dividend divided by today's price of the stock plus the expected growth rate of the stock. So for 13.7, let's see. Dividends are expected to grow at a constant rate of 5%. So that says our EG is 5%. The last dividend, which is D0, was $1. Current stock price is $10. Okay, that's what's relevant for this problem. So remember that D0 or D1, ED1 is equal to D0 times 1 plus EG. So in this case, that would be 1 times 1.05. So that's 1.05. So we have 1.05 divided by 10 plus 0.05 gives us 15.5%. So according to the DCF model, discounted cash flow model, we get an estimate of 15.5%. Then part B asks us to use the CAPM. So CAPM, remember the CAPM, the security market line is the required rate of return on equity is equal to the risk-free rate plus the required rate of return on the market minus the risk-free rate. This term here is the market premium times the beta of the firm, so the beta of our equity. So we have in the problem it tells us that 20-year T-bonds are currently yielding 8%. The rate of return on the market is 14%. And what it says here is, as reported by a large financial services firm, the expected rate of return on the market is 14%. So 14 minus 8 again, and then we're given the beta of the firm is 1.2. So we have 14 minus 8 is 6 times 1.2 is 7.2 plus 8 would be 15.2. So that is our estimate from CAPM. 13.7C says, on the basis of your answers to A and B, what would your final estimate of the firm's cost of equity be? Well, if we have no reason to favor one or the other, as we said in the last problem, you just take the average of the two. So 15.2 plus 15.5 divided by 2 is going to give us, what's that, 15.4-ish percent. And then finally, what is your estimate for the firm's corporate cost of capital? So we're going to need the corporate cost of capital formula. So the corporate cost of capital formula is the weight of the debt times the required rate of return on the debt times 1 minus the tax rate plus the weight of the equity times the required rate of return on equity. So weight of the debt, let's see, how much did we say? We've got Golden State's target capital structure calls for 60% debt. So 0.6. The required rate of return on new debt, they say, is 9%. They pay taxes of 30%. So 1 minus 0.3. So if we have a 60% debt, if we're 60% debt financed, we must be 40% equity financed, and our required rate of return on equity based on part C is going to be 15.4. So we work that through. We get 0.6 times 9 is 5.4 times 0.7 gives us 3.78, plus 0.4 times 15.4 gives us 6.16. So plus 3.78 gives us 9.94%. Just double check that. Yeah. So 9.9, your book's giving you 9.9, close enough. So that is part D.